everybody, here we go, Wagner Nolasco again, and today I'm going to give you 5 amazing tips on how to start investing in real estate. If you're a brand new investor, don't worry about it, we got you by the hand. I'm going to try to teach you everything I know in the past 22 years on how you can start investing in real estate. So here we are. Number 1, make sure it's for you. If you are a guy that actually a girl that plays in the stock market and you have a lot of gains, a lot of losses, real estate is like a cruise ship. It's very slow, it's slow moving. For you to put it into port, it's a slow and big ship. But the results are almost guaranteed historically, and make sure you actually invest in areas that make sense. So tip number one for you is make sure it's for you. You're not gonna get rich quick. You're not gonna make a lot of money quick. It takes time, it takes requirement, it takes discipline from you. So real estate is a market that is always evolving, finishes changes, price of property changes, insurance changes. There's many moving parts. So if this is not the market for you, I understand. If you're a stock guy or girl, if you don't like real estate, I totally understand. But if you do, make sure after all your homework that this is right investment for you. Number 2, learn to make sacrifices. As a new investor, you will have to make sacrifices. You have to save money for your down payment for your first investment property, and second and third. So instead of living a very, rich lifestyle at a very young age, you will probably have to make a ton of sacrifices. A lot of the lavish lifestyles you have to enjoy later on with your passive income and positive cash flow. I always tell my kids especially, either you pay now and you play later, or you play now and you pay later. There's no easy way around it. Real estate is definitely one of the best investments. That's pretty much the only thing you invest in is in real estate, but make sure you make sacrifices and you're ready to make those sacrifices correct. Nothing is easy. Nobody said on this video that would be easy. So make sure, number 1, it is for you. Number 2, you learn how to make sacrifices to make those down payments, to make those savings. Number 3, do your homework. Do you want to invest? Yes, that's probably the reason why you're watching this video, but where? How? Who are the biggest employers? How can I actually be successful? Well, one of the biggest tips you have to rely on is property management. Once you buy a house, everybody's gonna try to sell you a house. That's not gonna be an issue. You're gonna find somebody to sell you a house. But number 1 is find somebody that knows the area, that knows the market, that knows real estate investment and cash flow. Not everything are roses, as I always say. So do your homework in the area that you want to invest. Find the right realtor. Less than 1% of all realtors in the US are focused in cash flow investment properties. That is correct. So that makes 99% of the people out there that you talk to, they don't know anything about cash flow, positive cash flow, bonus depreciation, cost segregation. I know that all sounds very hard for you right now, but it's something you have to learn. So doing your homework is number 3 on the list. Number 4, know your numbers. If you never had access to a spreadsheet, where we call it a cash flow sheet, make sure you prepare one. Make sure you actually build one, or you can ask us we can send you one so you can have the numbers, so you can calculate mortgage and interest, principal and interest, property taxes, insurance costs, property management costs, vacancies. Everything needs to be accounted for so you know exactly what you're getting into. A lot of times with high interest rates, property won't cash flow, but you won't know that unless you have a cash flow sheet that works for you. So that's number 4, know your numbers. Don't be shy, ask questions, ask for sales price, ask if the seller is willing to contribute with your closing costs, ask if this property will provide me positive cash flow, and make sure you verify. Trust but verify. Make sure that is the right investment for you. That's tip number 4. Number 5 is what I tell everybody. It's called paralysis analysis. A lot of people, they analyze the deal so much, they'll never pull the trigger. I have clients and friends that have been making decisions for over 5, 6, 7 years. I've been talking to them. Do you know how many properties they have? 0. Do you know how much cash flow they made? 0. Do you know how much appreciation they had on their properties? 0. Do you know why? They're still looking for numbers of 2008, 2009, 2010, and now not satisfied, not finding those prices, they now want interest rates at 2%, 3% when we had it at COVID. Guess what? That ship has sailed, and so have you, unless you make the right decision and you pull the trigger. So just to do a quick recap, I gave you 5 tips. Number 1, make sure it's for you. Number 2, learn how to make sacrifices. Number 3, do your homework. Number 4, know your numbers. And number 5, pull the trigger. I'm Wagner Nolasco. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully I was able to relate to you what I went through and what we go through on a daily basis here in real estate investment. Have an amazing day. Go out there, make something great happen, and I'll see you soon.